ॐ शुक्लां भरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। अगजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानाम् एकदन्तमुपास्महे। श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां श्रीहयग्रीवमुपास्महे। श्रीहयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। उमाकोमलहस्ताब्ज सम्भावितललाटकं हिरण्यकुण्डलं वन्दे कुमारं पुष्करस्रजं। வெற்றிவேல் முருகனுக்கு ஹரஹரோஹரா. लोकवीर्यं महापूज्यं सर्वरक्षाकरं विभुं पार्वती हृदयानन्दं शास्तारं प्रणमाम्यहं। स्वामिये शरणमय्यप्पा। वागर्ताविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्तप्रतिपत्तये जगदपितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। श्रीपार्वती परमेश्वराभ्यां नमः। कोमलं कूजयन् वेणुं श्यामलोऽयं कुमारकः वेदवेद्यं परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुचरणारविन्दाभ्यां नमः। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीनाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीनाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे श्रीनाथ नारायण वासुदेवा। पीताम्बरं करविराजितचक्रशङ्खकौमोदकी सरसिजं करुणासमुद्रं राधासहायम् अतिसुन्दरमन्दहासं वातालयेशम् अनिशं हृदि भावयामि। कृष्णो रक्षतु मां चराचरगुरुः कृष्णं नमस्ये सदा। कृष्णेनैव सुरक्षितोऽमसकृत् कृष्णाह्यदत्तं मनः। कृष्णादेव समुद्भवो मम विभो कृष्णस्य दासोऽस्म्यहं। कृष्णे भक्तिरचञ्चलास्तु भगवन् हे कृष्ण तुभ्यं नमः। श्रीगुरुवायूरप्पा शरणं। नम्राणां सन्निधत्ते सततमपि पुरस्तैरणभ्यर्थितानपि अर्थान् कामानजस्रं वितरति परमानन्दसान्द्रां गतिं च। इत्थं निःशेषलभ्यो निरवधिकफलः पारिजातो हरे त्वं क्षुद्रं तं शक्रवाटी द्रुममभिलषति व्यर्थमर्तिव्रजोऽयं। श्रीगुरुवायूरप्पा शरणं। श्रीपट्टपादम् अनिशं हृदि भावयामि। वंशी विभूषितकरात् नवनीरधाभात् पीताम्बरात् अरुणबिम्बफलाधरोष्टात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखात् अरविन्दनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वमहं न जाने। കൈരണ്ടും കൂപ്പി ഞാൻ വീണ്ടുമീറക്കുന്നു നീരജലോചന നിന്നോടായി. ഏതീനു മന്യനെ കുമ്പിടേണ്ടാത്തോരു രീതിയിൽ നീ എന്നെ പാലിക്കനായി. കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ Krishna Hare Jaya Krishna Hare. Okay, so Nikki, we'll just revise 28 and then I think we're going to go to 13. So Janaki, can you and Shobha, can you both do it today? 28?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Okay. Janaki, why don't you start?
Okay. Garalam taralanalam purastad jalader udvijagalakalakootam amarastudivadamodanigno girishastan nipapau bhavat priyatam.
Oh, are you finishing the whole thing?
Yeah, I am. I just too many pages. I'm just going to the second one.
Okay.
Vimatatsu sureshu jata surabhistam rishishu nadastritaman hayaratnam abhuta deparatnam dyudaruchapsarasasureshu tani Jagadisha. Thank you. Jagadisha bhavat paratadanim kamaniya kamala babhuva devi amalam avalokyayam vilolaha sakalo bishprahayam babhuva lokah tvayi datta hrude tadaiva devyai tridashendro manipidikam vyatarit Chakalo hridabhishechaniyaihi rishayastam shrudigirpirabhyashinchan.
Janaki, the third line, Sakalo Pahritabhishechaniyaihi. That Pahrita you didn't say properly.
Shakalo Pahritabhishechaniyaihi rishayastam shrudigirpirabhyashinchan.
Correct.
Abhishek jalanupadi muktattvadapangair avabhushitangavallim manikundala pita chelahara pramukaistam amaradayun babhushan varanashrajamata bringanatam tadati sa kuchakumbha mandayana padasinjita manjunu puratvam Kalitavvrila vilasamasasat Girisha Druhanadi Sarvadevan Druhi, okay. Girisha Druhinadi Sarvadevan Gunabhajopya Vimukta Doshaleshan Avamrushya Sadaiva Sarvaramye Nihita Dvayanayapi Divyamala Urasa Tarasa Mamanitainam Bhuvananam Janani Mananya Bhavam Twaduru Vilasatta Dikshana Shri Parivrishtya Paripushta Masa Vishwam Atimohana Vipramatadanin Madayanti Kaluvaruni Niragat Tamasappadavim Adastvamenam Adisammananaya Mahasurebhyah Tarunam Buddha Sundarastadaatvam Nanudanvantari Ruttitumbu Rashehe Amrutam Kalashe Vahan Karabhyam Akhilartim Haramarutalayesha.
Correct. Good.
Garalam taralanalam purastat jalagher udvijagalakalakutam amarastutivadamodharikno girishastan nipapau bhavat priyartham vimatat susurasureshu jata surabhistam rishushu nadhastridhaman hayarat अभूदते भरत्नं द्युतरुश्चाप्सरसः सुरेषु तानि जगदीश भवत्परा तदानीं कमनीया कमला बभूव देवी अमलामवलोक्य यां विलोलः सकलोऽपि स्पृहयां बभूव लोकः त्वयि दत्तहृदे तदैव देव्यै त्रिदशेन्द्रो मणिपीठिकां व्यतारीत् सकलोपहृताभिषेचनीयैः ऋषयस्तां श्रुतिगिर्भिरभ्यषिञ्चन् अभिषेकजलानुपातिमुग्धत्वदपाङ्गैरवभूषिताङ्गवल्लीं मणिकुण्डलपीतचेलहार प्रमुखैस्ताम अमरादयोन्वभूषन् वरणं सृजम् वर्णसृजम् आत्तभृङ्गनादां दधती सा कुचकुम्भमन्दयानां पदशिञ्जितमञ्जुनूपुरा त्वां कलितव्रीलविलासम् आससाद गिरिशद्रुहिनादि सर्वदेवान् गुणभाजोऽप्यविमुक्तदोषलेशान् अवमृश्य सदैव सर्वरम्ये निहिता त्वय्यननयापि दिव्यमाला.
And the kadasi line, can you say the last line again? Nihita.
Oh, avamrishya sadaiva sarvaramye nihita त्वय्यनयापि दिव्यमाला.
Correct. Yeah.
मुरुसा तरसा ममानिथैनां भुवनानां जननीमनन्यभावां त्वदुरो विलसत्तदीक्षण श्रीपरिवृष्टया परिपुष्टमास विश्वम्.
Shobha, and the parivrishtya, it's a half, it's a it.
Oh,
not a ta. So parivrishtya.
Okay. त्वदुरो विलसत्तदीक्षण श्रीपरिवृष्ट्या परिपुष्टमास विश्वम् अतिमोहन विभ्रमा तदानीं मदयन्ती खलु वारुणी निरागात् तमस पदवीम् अदात्वमेनाम् अतिसम्माननया महासुरेभ्यः तरुणाम्बुदसुन्दर तदा त्वं ननु धन्वन्तरि रुत्थितोऽम्बुराशेः अमृतं कलशे वहन् करभ्याम् अखिलार्तिं हरमारुतालयेश.
Karabhyam. Okay, just be careful on the third line. Karabhyam.
Karabhyam. நானே சொன்னேன்.
Karabhyam அப்படினா சொன்ன மாதிரி இருந்தது. இன்னும் டிஃபரண்டா இருந்தது.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's go to 13. So Nikki, we'll have Kashyap and Satya. You both can be students, okay? Is it ready? Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Hiranyaksham Tavad Bharada Bhavad Anveshana Param Charantam Samvarte Payasi Nijajanga Parimite Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapatapatudhir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Danujamapi Nindam Stavabhalam. So if you guys remember, in the number 12 we did last time, right? In the first Pannapo. So on the Jaya Vijaya were the two gatekeepers, and then they got cursed, and then they were born later. They were born as Hiranyakshan and Hiranyakashipu, right? And then in the 12th Dasakatla, when the Lord took Varaha Avataram happened, because Hiranyakshan had taken the earth and he had put it under the water, right? So that's why the God took the Varaha Avataram to then take it. That's why it says in the Drishtva Tadaitya Hatake Narasa Talhante Samveshitam Jatiti Kuta Kitir Vibhot, where it came and took it out because that Asura had put it. So that Asura was Hiranyakshan, right? And then in that, on the when you read the meaning there, so the Lord lifted it, but then before that the Asura had put it, and then he was going in search of the Lord. So that was happening. So now we'll go to 13. So in 13 there, So Hiranyaksham, then when that was happening, at the time Hiranyaksha, Bhavad Anveshan, he was looking for the Lord everywhere, right? Because he went and put that earth under only because he wanted to go meet the Lord and fight with him. So he was told, do something bad. So he did this and then he was looking out. So he was doing it. So Charantam Samvarte Payasi. So at that time it was deluge, the Pralayam was happening and he was going around, Varaha Avataram was happening. And he was so big that Nija Janga Parimite. So his Janga is knees. So the water, even after all the Pralayam, was only coming up to Hiranyakshan's knees. He was such a big guy. And then so then what happened is he still could not find the Lord. So at that time, Bhavat Bhaktaha, so one of your devotees, right, in this case, which is Kapata Padudi Narada Munihi. So Narada Muni, in this case, he says is Kapata Padudi is kind of more like not necessarily cunning or cheating, but more like diplomatic, right? So, and again, this was again prompted by the Lord. So Narada Muni then goes and meets with Hiranyakshan and then says, Shane Uche speaks to him calmly and then says, and he talks in a nice way so that the Asura is willing to listen to him. And at the same time, he says, Nindan Tava Balam. So the Lord's strength, Tava Balam, the Lord's strength, he's downplaying the Lord's strength. So Hiranyakshan is saying he's downplaying the Lord's strength, and sorry, Narada Muni, and he's praising Hiranyakshan so that Hiranyakshan will listen to him. So that's what is happening there. So Hiranyaksham Thavat Varada, comma, Bhavad Anveshana Param, comma, Charantam Samvarte Payasi, comma, Nija Janga Parimite. Nija Janga Parimite. So Hiranyaksham Thavat Varada Bhavad Anveshana Param Charantam Samvarte Payasi Nija Janga Parimite.
Hiranyaksham Tavad Varada Bhavat, Hiranyaksham Tavad Varada Bhavat Anveshana Param Charantam Sanvarte Payasi Nijajanga Parimite. Hiranyaksham Tavad Varada Bhavat Anveshana Param Charantam Sanvarte Payasi Nijajanga Parimite.
Satya, and the printout use பண்றேனாக்க அந்த இடத்துல it keeps saying n instead of m, so it should samvarte. Okay,
என்னது
samvarte, n இல்ல m, yeah.
Oh, samvarte. Okay.
Yeah, and the English printout sometimes it's a little messed up. So
Okay.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, so Kashyap, yeah, you both are using the same one, that's why. Yeah.
Hiranyaksham Tavad Varada Bhavad Anveshana Param Charantam Samvarte Payasi Najajanga Parimite. Hiranyaksham Tavad Varada Bhavad Anveshana Param Charantam Samvarte Payasi Nijajanga Parimite.
Bhavat Bhakto Gatva, comma, Kapata Patudhir Narada Munihi, comma, Shanai Ruche Nandan Dhanujam Api, comma, Nindam Stavabalam. Okay, Nindam Stavabalam. Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapata Patudhir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Dhanujam Api Nindam Stavabalam.
Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapata Patudir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Danujamapi Nindam Stava Balam. Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapata Patudir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Danujamapi Nindam Stava Balam.
Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapata Patudir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Danujamapi Nindam Stava Balam. Bhavat Bhakto Gatva Kapata Patudir Narada Munihi Shanai Ruche Nandan Danujamapi Nindam Stava Balam.
Stanza 2. Samhayavi Vishnur Harati Bhavadhiyam Vasumatim प्रभो कष्टं कष्टं किमिदमिति तेनाभिगदितः नदन् क्वासौ क्वासाविति समुनिना दर्शितपथो भवन्तं सम्प्रापद धरणिधरमुद्यन्तमुदकात्. So what Narada now goes and tells Hiranyaksham is some Mayavi Vishnu. That Vishnu is a Mayavi. He's deceiving, he's cheating, he's tricking you, right? And Vasumati is the earth, right? So Harati, Bhavadiyam. So from you, he's taking away the earth. The earth you went and put under the water, he's taking away the earth because of his Maya. Oh mighty one. Kashtam kimidi. What a pity it is for you, right? That all the work you did, right? Vishnu is now coming and taking it away. Tena abhikatata. By this way, Narada Muni told him. So at that time, Hiranyaksha and then Nadan, he's roaring. He's saying, Kaha asau. Very easy, right? I want to look for him. And then some Munina, Narada Muni, then shows him the way. Darshita pataha, shows him the way, right? Bhavantam samprapad, so that he can reach you. And when Hiranyaksha reaches, at that point, Dharani dharam udhyanta mudakat. That's when the Lord was kind of coming out of the waters, right, with the earth in his tusk, right? So Narada Muni points him to where the Lord is. So Sat Mayavi Vishnur Harati, comma, Bhavadiyam Vasumatim, comma, Prabho Kashtam, comma, Kim idamiti. So kim idam iti tenabhigaditaha samhayavi vishnur harati bhavadiyam vasumatim prabho kashtam kimidamiti tenabhigaditaha.
Samayavi Vishnur Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim Prabho Kashtam Kimidamiti Tina Bigatitaha. Samayavi Vishnur Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim Prabho Kashtam Kimidamiti Tina Bigatitaha.
Samayavi Vishnur Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim Prabho Kashtam Kimidamiti Tena Bigaditaha. Samayavi Vishnur Harati Bhavadiyam Vasumatim Prabho Kashtam Kimidamiti Tena Bigaditaha.
Yeah. So on the Maya V, you have to stretch that V a little, okay? So Maya V, it's a long E, okay? Next, Nadan Kwasaviti, comma, Samunina Darshita Pato, Bhavantam Samprapad. So I'm going to the Sanskrit, they'll have a the and then another the underneath and all that stuff. So we're going to break it up. So Bhavantam Samprapad, comma, Dharani Dharam Udhyantam Udakat. So Dharani Dharam Udhyantam Udakat. Okay, but you try to say it together. Nadhan Kwasau Kwasaviti Samunina Darshita Pato Bhavantam Samprapade Dharani Dharamudhyantam Udakat.
Nadan Kwasau Kwasaviti Samunina Darshita Pato Bhavantam Samprapad Dharanidaram Udyantam Udakat.
The Udakat, you can end it.
Oh, no need to stress it.
Udakat, yeah.
Udakat, okay, all right. Nadan Kwasau Kwasaviti Samunina Darshita Pato Bhavantam Samprapad Dharanidaram Udyantam Udakat. Am I okay?
Yeah, Udakat.
Oh, Bhavantam Samprapad Dharanidaram Udyantam Udakat.
Yeah, even in this Bhavantam Samprapad, and the comma podron your number, we are pausing there, right? So there, for tune, you say that Bhavantam Samprapad, and then Dharanidaram Udhyantam Udakat. Just end it off lastly.
Okay. Bhavantam Samprapad Dharanidaram Udyantam Udakat.
Just make a note of it. Okay.
Rajesh,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Ah.
The samprabd, adukaprom dharani dharala, is it the or the?
The third, the in the the second the.
And the. Okay.
You're breaking up, but yeah, the second the.
Okay, second the.
Yeah.
So dharani dhara. Okay.
Yeah.
But samprabda, that is the first the.
Yeah, see, and it's samprapathu kutitha and then dharani dhara. Okay, but when you join it together in the sandhi and then you write it, it becomes the in the skutti first the with the bigger the at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, but when you're breaking it, because we are breaking it and putting a comma there and stopping it, right? It is bhavantam samprapath.
Okay.
From samprapath. Okay, first the and then dharani dhara, second the.
The okay.
Nadan kwaso kwasaviti samunina darshita pato bhavantam samprap dharanidaram.
No, say it again. Bhavantam samprapath.
Okay. Nadan kwaso kwasaviti samunina darshita pato bhavantam samprapat dharanidaram mudakat.
I just told Satyanti not to say that last. Anyway, that's fine. We'll fix it later. Try once again.
Nadan kwaso kwasaviti samunina darshita pato bhavantam samprapad dharanidaram udyanta mudakat.
Correct.
Okay.
Aho arhanyohyam mrigayiti hasantam bahutaraihi duruktair vidhyantam diti sutamavajñāhya bhagavan mahim drishtva damshtra shirasi chakitham svena mahasa payodhavadaya prasabamudayungtva mridavidau. So now Hiranyakshan sees this, right? And it's pretty clear. He says, Aho Aranyoyam Mrigayidi. Oh, this looks like it is a an animal which has come from the forest. It's a wild animal, right? And then Iti Hasantam. So he's ridiculing, he's laughing, saying this just seems like a wild animal. And then Durukte Vidyantam. And then he's saying all bad words and he's lashing out at the Lord. And then, but the Bhagavan, Avagnayaha, you're just ignoring him. The Lord just ignores whatever he's saying. And then Drishtva, on seeing Damshtra Shirasi at the tip of the tusks, right? Damshtra is the tusk. Shirasi is the head or the tip, right? So Damshtra is the tip of the tusk, right? Shakitam, what is shaking? The earth is trembling, right? And because of all this, right? Earth is trembling. So what the Lord does is, Payodava, the Lord decides and puts the earth back where it belongs. And then Udayungtva Mrida Vidau. So the Lord is now preparing to fight with Hiranyakshan here. So that's what is happening. So Hiranyakshan is ridiculing the Lord just ignores him. So Aho Aranyoyam Mriga Iti, comma, Hasantam Bahutaraihi. So next line you'll have a small ir or a r in English. Remove that off, put it as a visarga in the first line. Hasantam Bahutaraihi. Next line, Duruktair Vidyantam, comma, Diti Sutam Avagnyaya Bhagavan. Okay, Diti son, Diti Sutam Avagnyaya Bhagavan. Aho Arhanyohyam Mrigayiti Hasantam Bahutaraihi Duruktair Vidyantam Diti Sutam Avagnyaya Bhagavan.
Aho aranyo yam mrigayiti hasantam bahutaraihi duruktair vidyantam ditisutam avagnyaya bhagavan. Correct? Avagnyaya bhagavan.
Bhagavan, correct. In the duruktair vidyantam, you pause there. Upon you'll be able to complete that. No.
Sure, okay. Aho aranyo yam mrigayiti hasantam bahutaraihi duruktair vidyantam Diti Sutam Avagnyaya Bhagavan.
Correct.
अहो आरण्यो यं मृगैति हसन्तं बहुतरैः दुरुक्तैर्विद्यन्तं दितिच्युतमवज्ञाय भगवन् अहो आरण्योऽयं मृग इति हसन्तं बहुतरैः दुरुक्तैर्विद्यन्तं दितिच्युतमवज्ञाय भगवन्
Mahim drishtva damshtra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa, put a plus there, payo davadhaya. Okay, damshtra shirasi, so it's two words, you can break it. Damshtra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa payo davadhaya prasabam uda yungtha. Okay, so it's, if you want to say it in English, prasabam uda yungtha, you can think of it as yunkatha mari, something like that. It's a ing, right? So yunkatha, prasabam udha yungtva mridavidau.
Yungta or yungtwava?
Yungta, sorry. Prasabam uda yungtha, yunkatha, yungtha mridavidau.
No break at all.
After payo davadaya, comma. So mahasa plus payo davadaya, comma, prasabam uda yungtha mridavidau.
Okay, thank you.
Mahim drishtva damshtra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa payo davadaya prasabam uda yungtha mridavidau.
Mahim drishtva damshra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa payodavadaya prasa.
Yeah, you know the,
Okay.
and when you're saying the third line, right, you kind of state as Mahim drishtva damshtra sirasi chakitam swena mahasa payo, and the mahasa, just put like a gamakam mari, and then you can say payo dhavadhaya.
Okay, I'll try. Mahim drishtva damshra shirasi chakitam shvena mahasa payodavadaya
Daya, payo dhavadhaya.
payodavadaya prasabam udayungta mridavidau.
Correct.
Mahim drishtva damshra shirasi chakitam shvena mahasa payodavadaya prasabamudayungta mridavidau.
Correct.
Mahim drishtva damshra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa payodavadaya prasabamudaya yungta mridavidau. Mahim drishtva damshra shirasi chakitam swena mahasa payodavadaya prasabam
Payo dhavadhaya.
payodavadaya prasabamudaya yungta mridavidau.
Gada panau dhaitye twamapi hi grihitonnata gadho niyuddhena kridhan ghata ghataravo duštaviyata ranaloka utsukyan milati surasanghe drutamahum nirundyaha sandhyadah pratamamiti dhatra jagadishe. So now the Lord is getting to fight. So Daitye, the Asura, Gada Panav, so he has a gada in his hand, a mace. Tvam apihi, you also, the Lord also has a grihitonnada gata, a mightier mace in their hand. And niyuddhena kridan, so they both now start, like a kridan is like a sport, right? So yuddham, so they are kind of fighting with each other, right? That's what is happening. But the way they are fighting, because both of them are having this big mace or gada, is gata gatarava udgushta viyata. So the sound, there's like a sound which can be heard all over the sky. It's reverberating, right? That kind of a loud sound could be heard. And when the sound was getting heard, milati surasange. So asuras are the asuras. So opposite of the suras are the gods, right? So sura sange. So all the gods are assembling, right? To now see what? Rana aloka, to see the fight that is happening. So all the gods are assembling to see the fight. And then iti datra jagadishe, but Lord Brahma is then telling the Lord here is Sandhyada Pratamam. So before evening, before nightfall, right? Before Sandhya Kalam, Sandhyada Pratamam, you got to kill this Asura because Asura will get even more mightier before when it gets dark. So Sandhyada Pratamam, kill this Asura. That's what Brahma comes and says. So Gada Pano Daitye, comma, Tvam apihi grihithonna thagado, Tvam apihi grihithonna thagado, comma, Niyuddhena Kridan, comma, Gata Gata Ravod Dushta Viyata. Gata Gata Ravod Dushta Viyata. Gadha Panau Dhaitye Tvam apihi grihithonna gato Niyuddhena Kridan Ghata Ghata Ravod Gudushta Gushta Viyata.
Is it
Rajesh,
Gustaviyata or
ஒரே ஒரு கொஸ்டின் இந்த
Ah.
ரவோ நீங்க ரவோ துஷ்ட சொன்னீங்களா எங்க புக்ல எல்லாம் குஷ்டன்னு
Gushta,
போட்டிருக்கு
Gushta, it's Gushta only.
ஓகே
I said it wrong the first time. Ghata Ghata Ravod Gushta Viyata.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, not the.
घटा पानौ दैत्ये त्वमपि हि गृहीतोनत गतो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घट रवोद्गुष्टव्यता गडा पानौ दैत्ये त्वमपि हि गृहीतोनत गतो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घट रवो गुष्टव्यता.
Satya, first on the Gada apdinani, it's Gada.
गदा ओके
Yeah.
गदा पानौ दैत्ये त्वमपि हि गृहीतोनदगतो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घटरवो गुष्टवियता.
Yeah.
गदा पाणौ दैत्ये त्वमपि गृहीतोऽनतगतो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घटघटरोबोद्गुष्टवियता. गदा पाणौ दैत्ये त्वमपि गृहीतोऽनतगतो नियुद्धेन क्रीडन् घटघटरोबोद्गुष्टवियता.
Right. Next, Rana Lokaut Sukyan Milati. Rana Lokaut Sukyan Milati. Sura Sanghe Drutamamum, put a plus, Nirundhyaha, and then put a comma after that. Nirundhyaha Sandhyada, and there's a Pratama Miti irukli, adukku munnadi visarga, put a small f there. So Sandhyada Pratama Miti Dhatra Jagadishe. Okay. So
ராஜேஷ் one more question the ரணாலோக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன வேர்ட் சொன்னீங்க
Rana Lo Kaut Sukyan Milati.
ஓகே எங்க புக்ல சுக்யாத்னு போட்டிருக்கு
ஆமா டர்ன் போட்டிருக்கு
Sukyata. Oh yeah, because they sometimes what happens is, see, and the word itself is Sukyat. Okay, Sukyat, and then the next word is Milati. So ava neenga vandu the separate ah sollenaka Rana Lokaut Sukyat Milati. But when you say it together, right, then it puts a small in between. Because in the description when they are breaking those two words, they are saying it as Rana Lokaut Sukyat and Milati. But if you say it together, it's Rana Lokaut Sukyan Milati. That's just a part of Sandhi rule. Okay. Oh, sorry, I had to say right. Rana Lokaut Sukyan Milati Sura Sanghe Drutamamum Nirundhyaha Sandhyada Pratamamiti Dhatra Jagadishe.
रणा लोकौ सुक्यान् मिलति सुरसङ्गे धृतममुं नृन्द्याः सन्ध्यातः प्रथममिति दात्रा जगदिशे. रणा लोकौ सुक्यान् मिलति सुरसङ्गे धृतममुं नृन्द्याः सन्ध्यातः प्रथममिति दात्रा जगदिशे.
இந்த
Something was
மிலத்திக்கு அப்புறம் பாஸ் இல்லையா
yeah, possible. We try to say it together, but like there is no specific comma there.
Rajesh, will I say again?
Yeah, you திருப்பி சொல்லு எனக்கு என்ன நிருந்தியாக something was wrong. I couldn't figure out what that was.
Okay, I'll see. Rana lokaut sukyan milati surasange dhritamamum nirundyaha sandhyata pratamamiti datra jagadishe.
Correct.
Rana lokautsukyan milati surasange.
Sukyan.
Rana lokautsukyan milati surasange dhitamamum nirundyaha sandhyata pratamamiti datra jagadishe.
Nirundyaha, and then you pause, and then sandhyada pratamamiti. So that comes together.
Rana lokautsukyan Rana lokautsukyan milati surasange dhritamamum nirundyaha sandhyata pratamamiti datra jagadishe.
Yeah.
Rana, should I sing one more time?
Yeah, say one more time. The sandhya kapram I put a F, right? So it will be sandhya taf pratamamiti.
Okay. Rana lokautsukyan milati surasange dhritamamum nirundyaha sandhyata pratamamiti datra jagadishe.
Yeah.
Hey Rajesh, ஒரே ஒரு quick question.
Ah.
இதுல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன்ல கிரஹி தோன்ன தகதோ இருக்கு, லாஸ்ட்ல வந்து தாத்ரா ஜெகதிஷே இருக்கு இல்லையா? சோ இந்த த்ராக்கும் இந்த இன்னாக்கும் I always have trouble differentiating those two letters. Is it for everybody or just for me? I don't know. The font in the book இல்லையா?
இல்ல அது வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன்ல வந்து ரெண்டுமே கிரஹிதோன்ன ரெண்டு
கிரஹிதோன்ன.
Yeah, ஒரு in and then ஒரு na.
Correct. And lastல வந்து datra, right? You know,
datra.
Sometimes I don't know which is the in and
Yeah,
and
the datra is a tra. It's a tra.
Tra, right.
Tra.
Right. Now, is there a way to distinguish, you know, because both letters look the same?
And the in and na change irundha, the lines will be straight in case it's not super clear. It will be straight. Tra vandu will be like a V, right? A fork.
Yeah. No, I know the actual letters, but in the book, always, whenever we read, you know, in this book, I always have that doubt whether it is a in and na or a tra.
Oh, okay.
Clearer.
Yeah, in some of the books it's not clear. I think the Sujata, the way to differentiate is for the tra இல்லையா, traல வந்து அந்த loop இருக்காது, beginning of the wordல loop இருக்காது, like அந்த மூக்கு இருக்காது, நால ஒரு சின்ன loop இருந்து இருக்கும், then it is na. Yeah. The only way
it is mostly identical. Yeah, when you read it, try to read it faster. I always, you know, we always have to think for a minute to. It's easier. I understand what you're saying. There's a small, little bit dot in the front. Yeah.
Yeah, little of a small loop madri onnu irukum.
Correct. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Rajesh.
Yeah. So stanza 5. Gadhon mardhe tasmin tava kalu gadhayam diti bhuvo gadha ghathat bhumau jatiti patitayam ahahabo mrudusmeras yastvam dhanujakula nirmulana chanam mahachakram smritva karabu vidhadhano ruruchishe. So between when the Gadon Marde Tasmin, when the battle is going on between the maces, between the Gadais, Thava Kalu Gadayam, so the Lord's mace, right? Boomau Jaditi Paditayam, Jaditi, suddenly boomau, it fell on the floor, fell on the ground, right? Because of how Diti Buvaha, because of the Asuras, Gada Gatat, because of the blow he's doing with his mace, he hits the Lord's mace, and the Lord's mace then falls on the floor. So ahahabo is like, oh, what a wonder, right? At the time, mrudus meras yastvam, so mrudus mera, with a very gentle smile or not panicking, in a very calm manner, mahachakram smritva. So the Lord now requests his mahachakram, which is the Sudarshana chakram at this time. Dhanuja kula nirmulanachanam. Dhanuja kula, so Dhanuja is the Asuras, Dhanuja kula is the entire clan of the Asuras, right? Nirmula chanam, so the one which is capable or has destroyed the entire clan of the Asuras, that Sudarshana chakra. So the Lord invokes it, and then Bhattacharya part says Karabuvi dhadano. Karam is hand, so Karabuvi dhadano is kind of keeping it in your hand. Ruruchishe is like you look really good, you look magnificent holding the Sudarshana chakra in your hand. So இதுலயும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா உமா நீங்க லாஸ்ட் டைம் கேட்ட மாதிரி கொஸ்டின் பார்த்தீங்கன்னாக்கா இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன்ல இட்ஸ் கதோன் மர்தே we are breaking tasmin, right? So when you break it, it becomes gadon marde tasmin. But actually பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it depends on how the books are written, right? It might have ஒரு is இருக்கும் அங்க மேல ஒரு dot இருக்கும் and Sanskrit might have a is and everything. So it is just kind of the rules of the sandhi. When we are breaking it, the word literally is gadon marde tasmin, in the fight between the maces, right? So another so that's how we are breaking it. So gadon marde tasmin, put a comma there, and then remove the
Rajesh, tasmin minna mimma?
min min.
Acha, okay.
அதான் சொல்றேன் அங்க அந்த டாட் வந்து மேல இருக்கும் சான்ஸ்கிரிட்ல, okay, which is like a im and then there's a is also, but when you break those two words then it's different, then it becomes gadon marde tasmin. So gadon marde tasmin comma tava khalu gadayam diti bhuvo comma gada ghatat bhumau comma jatiti patitayam ahaha boho, patitayam ahaha boho. Gadon mardhe tasmin thava khalu gadayam diti bhuvo gata ghathat bhumau jhatiti patitayam ahaha boho.
Tongue twister மாதிரி இருக்குது. Gadon marde tasmin tava kalu gadayam diti bhuvo gada gatat bhumau jatiti patitayam ahaha boho. Okay?
Yeah.
Gadon marde tasmin tava kalu gadayam diti bhuvo gada gatat bhumau jatiti patitayam ahaha boho. Boha. Boha or boho?
Boho.
Ahaha boho.
Gadon madde tasmin tava kalu gadayam diti
Gadayam.
Gadon madde tasmin tava kalu gadayam diti bhuvo gada gatat bhumau jatiti patitayam ahaha boho.
Patitayam ahaha boho. Patitayam.
Gadon madde tasmin tava kalu gadayam diti bhuvo gada gatat bhumo jatiti patitayam
Patitayam.
Oh, jatiti patitayam ahaha boho.
Yeah. Next, mridus meras yastvam. Mridus meras yastvam, comma dhanujakula nirmula nachanam, comma mahachakram smritva, comma karabuvi dhadano ruruchishe. Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula nachanam mahachakram smritva karabuvi dhadano ruruchishe.
Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula nachanam mahachakram smritva karabuvidadano ruruchishe. Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula nachanam mahachakram smritva karabuvidadano ruruchishe.
Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula
Just break it this way. Dhanujakula nirmula nachanam.
Yeah. Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula nachanam mahachakram smritva karabuvidadano ruruchishe. Mridus meras yastvam dhanujakula nirmula nachanam mahachakram smritva karabuvidadano Dadanoruruchishe.
Yeah.
Rajesh, is there a comma after Mridu Smera Yasvam?
Yeah, Mridu Smera
Okay.
Yastvam, comma.
Okay, thank you.
So next is stanza 6. Tatashulam kala pratimarushi dhaitye visrujati tvahi chindat yenat karakalita chakra praharanat samharushto mushtya sakalu vidudham stvam samadanot galan mahe maya tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi. So here, so the god now gets the discus in his hand. So Kala Pratim Arush. So the Daitya, the Asura, right? He now is angry. He's now very angry, like Rudra, like the destroyer. And then what he does is Shulam. So he gets the trident which Lord Shiva has, and then he throws that Shulant. So at that time, what happens is Karakalita Chakra Praharanat, with the Chakram, with the Sudarshana Chakra the Lord has, he destroys that trident that the Asura now throws at him. So Samarushtaha, now the Asura gets even more agitated, even more angry. And what he does is he hits Vidutan Twam. He hits the Lord Mushtiya with his fist, right? With his fist, he now comes to hit the Lord. So at that time, and then what he also does is he employs kind of the tricks, right? So he says Maya Jagat Mohana Karihi. So he employs Maya or deceit or magic, which will trick the whole world, which can trick the whole world. Jagat Mohana Kari can trick the whole world. But Galan Maye Twai. But the Bhattaripad says, but you are like the king of Maya, so nothing happens to you. So he employs all this Maya to kind of defeat the Lord, but nothing happens because the god is above the Maya. So nothing happens at this time. Yeah. So Tataha Shulam Nirkam. So anga Sanskrit. So if you put that small ish in between, so you can say it together. So Tata Shulam Kala Pratim Arushi Dhaitye Visrujati. Kala Pratim Arushi Dhaitye Visrujati, comma. Tvai Chindat Yenath, comma. Karakalita Chakra Praharanat. Karakalita Chakra Praharanat. Tatashulam Kala Pratimarushi Dhaitye Visrujati Tvai Chindat Yenat Karakalita Chakra Praharanat.
Rajesh, there's no pause in the first line, right?
Yeah, no pause in the first line.
Tata Shulam Kala Pratimarushi Daitye Visujati Tvai Chindat Yenat Karakalida Chakra Praharanat. Right?
Sorry, my screen froze for whatever reason. I don't know.
I'll say again.
Huh?
திருப்பி சொல்லவா?
Please. I think it says my internet connection is unstable. அப்படின message வருது.
Okay. Tata Shulam Kala Pratimarushi Daitye Visujati Tvai. Sorry. Tata Shulam Kala Pratimarushi Daitye Visujati Tvai Chindat Tvai Chindatyenat Karakalita Chakra Praharanat.
Yeah.
Tatashulam Kala Pratimarushi Daitye Visajati Tvai Chindatyenat Karakalita Chakra Praharanat. Tatashulam Kala Pratimarushi Daitye Visajati Tvai Chindatyenat Karakalita Chakra Praharanat.
Samarushto Mushtya, comma. Sa khalu Bidudhamstvam Samatanoth, comma. Bidudhamstvam Samatanoth, comma. Galan Maye Mayaha. Anga S or is, then remove it and put a visarga. Galan Maye Mayaha, comma. Tvai Kila Jagan Mohana Karihi. Samarushto mushtya sakhalu vidudham stvam samatanot galan maye maya tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi.
Samarushto mushtya sakalu vitudam stvam samatanot galan maye mayaha tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi. Samarushto mushtya sakalu vidudam stvam samatanot galan maye mayaha tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi.
Samarushto mushtya sakal vitud sakal
vidudam stvam.
Samarushto mushtya sakal vitudam stvam samatanot galan maye mayaha tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi. Samarushto mushtya sakal vitudam stvam samatanot galan maye mayaha tvayi kila jagan mohana karihi.
So stanza 7. Bhavat chakra jyotish khanalavani pathena vidute tato maya chakre vitata ghana roshan damanasam garishta birmushti prakrutibihi abhignantamasuram swapadangushtena shravana padamule niravadihi. So Maya Chakre, so the kind of the spear or the chakram or the whatever was created by the Maya, Bidute, when that eventually faded off and the Lord was able to get over that. Bhavat Chakra Jyotish Khana Lavani Patena. So now the Lord now sends the chakram, right? And then that now comes and hits the Asura. And when that happens, what happens is Ghana Rosh Anda Manasam. So Anda Manasam, his mind, and he's like blinded with rage, right? Ablo Kobam, because he got hit. So it's like blinded with rage. So the Asura gets really angry. And then the Asura, then what he does is Mushti Prakriti, again he comes to hit the Lord with his fist. So at that time, Swapada Angushtena. So with the big toe, with the first finger, Pada Angushtena, Swa, with your first toe of your foot, what the Lord does is Shravana Padamule. So Shravanam is the ears, what you hear, right? Shravana Padamule is the base of the ear. So in the base of his ear, the Lord now hits him with the tip of his the big toe or the tip. The Lord hits him at the base of his ear. I don't know what the significance of that is. I'm going to study, but why, like specifically with unless it is to say like just to a tip. But I don't know why specifically the bottom of the ear. So I don't know if any of you come across it for whatever reason. Let me know why it was.
Right, the base of the skull is right there.
Oh, here?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So I guess all the breathing, all the heart control, the brain stem will be right next to it.
Oh, okay. Maybe, yeah. Thanks, JJ. Yeah. Maybe that's the reason. Because I was also thinking why it says very specifically the bottom of the ear, right?
So right there, inside will be all the important parts of the brain.
Actually, Amuchechi is right. In fact, they say in karate, like for the self-defense, they'll teach you what are all the parts if someone is coming and attacking you. I think one of the things is like behind you, it really hurts. Like, when someone does. I think that is one, people who knows karate, I should ask Arun, he definitely knows that.
Okay, that's perfect. Excellent. So, Bhavat Chakra, and the first line there's no pause, okay, but I'm just breaking it. Bhavat Chakra Jyotish Khana Lava Nipatena Vidute. Okay, so Bhavat Chakra Jyotish Khana Lava Nipatena Vidute, comma, Tato Maya Chakre, comma, Vitatha Ghana Rosha Anda. So Rosham Andam, right? So Rosham is Rosham, Andam is blind, blinded. So Roshanda. So Vitata Ghana Roshanda Manasam. Bhavachakra jyotish-khanalavanipatena vidute tato maya chakre bitata ghana roshandhamanasam.
So Rajesh, when we are saying Roshanda Manasam only, it's not Rosha Anda Manasam, right?
Yeah. I think when you say it together fast, it'll just come that way. So I just broke it so that you get a context when you're saying, and you won't make a mistake on that.
Bhavachakra Jyotishkana Lavanipatena Vidute Tato Maya Chakre Vitatagana Roshanda Manasam. Bhavachakra Jyotishkana Lavanipatena Vidute Tato Maya Chakre Vitatagana Roshanda Manasam.
Bhavachakra Jyotish-kanalavanipateena vidute tato maya chakre vitatagana roshandamanasam. Bhavachakra Jyotish-kanalavanipateena vidute tato maya chakre vitatagana roshandamanasam.
Garishtabhir mushti prakriti bihi. So on the ra irukum. And the ra vandu you're going to break it up, right? So you put a visarga there. So it's garishtabhir mushti prakriti bihi, comma abhignantam asuram. Make put a a there. Abhignantam asuram, comma swapadangushtena. Swapada angushtena. So swapadangushtena, comma Shravana padamule niravadihi.
We have something different.
Yeah, கொஞ்சம் ரொம்ப டிஃபரெண்டா இருக்கு ராஜேஷ்.
என்ன போட்டுருக்கு
We
உங்களோட?
have Karagrena.
Karagrena svena.
Karagrena svena.
Karagrena எந்த லைன்ல?
Last line.
Last.
Karagrena svena Shravana padamule niravadiya.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, so because Karagrena means with the hand. So let me check. That is
With the meaningல கூட அப்படிதான் போட்டிருக்கு. Then you killed him with a forceful hit at the base of his ear with the tip of your hand அப்படின்னு போட்டிருக்கு.
Rajesh, but what you said is what is there in English? Like
உனி கையில் அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம்.
ரெண்டு புக்லயும் அப்படிதான் போட்டிருக்கு.
Oh, அப்படியா? Interesting. Okay.
Garish, last line matram.
Yeah, okay. Let me just make a mark of it, okay, guys? I'll find it out. I'll go really check then what it is. Okay.
Rajesh, I have heard, because when you have the 4 limbs for animals, some refer to the front one as the hand.
Right. So because it is a boar, right? So if it is standing on 4 limbs, I think the front limb, you could debate if it is a hand or a
call it hand.
Yeah, hand or a feet, right? So I think in either way, I think it's the context, I think is the same. It's probably the first limb which was probably used to hit the thing, right? Yeah. So I mean, I can go check Uma and Jayashree, enna matta books enna potirukanu solli நான் திரும்பி போய் பார்க்கறேன்.
Can you repeat what you said, Rajesh?
Yeah.
It down?
So it is
So we can write it down.
Yeah, sure. It is swa, okay, swa padangushtena. Padangushtena. So angushtam is the first finger, pada, foot. So swa padangushtena.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, Satyajit.
Rajesh, நீ சொல்லலையே.
Oh, sorry. Garishta Shandhamanasam Garishtabhirmushti prakritibihi Abhignantamasuram Swapadangushtena Shravanapadamule niravadihi.
Garishtabir mushti praharitibihi Abhignantamasuram. Abhignantamasuram Swapadangushtena Shravanapadamule niravadihi. Okay?
Yeah.
Garishtabira, thabira?
Tha.
Tha, okay.
Tha. Yeah.
Garishtabir mushti prahritibihi nantamusuram.
Nantam.
Okay, nantam. Garishtabir mushti prahritibihi nantam masuram. Okay.
Yeah, Nantamasuram.
Nantamasuram swapadangushtena shravanapadamule niravadihi. Do you want me to say it again?
That's fine. That's fine.
Garishta birmushti prakriti bihi avignantamasuram swapada angushtena shravanapadamule niravadihi. Garishta birmushti prakriti bihi avignantamasuram swapada angushtena shravanapadamule niravadihi.
Shobha and Sujata, unga bookla enna potrukka? You both have books as well, right?
Yeah, Karagrena Svena potrukku.
Karagrena Svena dhan potrukka.
Whatever you, yeah.
Okay.
I have Malayalam book, actually it has Padangushtena.
Okay. I don't think we'll be able to figure out what is the right one, frankly. You know, so unless, you know, but like Amuchichi said, is because of the four limbs, you know, some may refer it as the feet, some may refer it as the hand, right? So I'll check with my mother also to see what she has.
I think, Rajesh, as you say, meaning wise, both are justifiable. You can justify, you know.
Justify either way. I know, no, it's very hard to say what is right or what is wrong here. So anyway, now check panni solren. All right, so 8th one. Mahakaya sohyam tava charanapata pramatito galatrakto vaktrad apatadrishibishlagita hatihi tadatvam uddhama pramadabara vidyoti hridaya munindhrasandhrabihi stuti biranuvannadvaratanum. See, the konjam in this paragraph is a little bit of a tongue twister. So we'll do it a little slowly, right? So essentially, the Lord hits him with the leg or the feet, however, and then he falls. It's a big blow that happens to the Asura, and then he falls on the floor, and then blood comes out. So he essentially dies, right? And then the sages and everybody now come in, and then they praise the Lord, right? They praise the Lord and call him as he's the representation of a yajna. And what the representation of the yajna is covered in the next paragraph. So we'll maybe spend more time in the meaning of the next paragraph. So in there, Mahakaya Soyam. So Kaya irukum. So you can put a S there. Mahakaya Soyam, comma. Thava Charana Pata Pramatito, comma.
Rajesh,
Again, there's a
Indian
difference.
different, sorry.
Anga திருப்பி hand போட்டிருக்கா instead of charana.
Karasaroja Tava Karasaroja Pramatito nu போட்டிருக்கு.
Mom.
Yeah, see, because I think it's referencing to the same thing there, in the sense the charana patha pramatitaha is referring to the one who was hit by the tip of your foot. So anga, if they refer to it as the hand, then they're probably continuing that with the arm or the hand here, right? So, so anyway, Ningi, just keep what you have, right? I'll go check anyways. So Tava Charana, it's Charana Pata Pramatito. Tava Charana Pata Pramatito. Patha. Illa first ta.
Okay.
Patha Pramatito.
It's not pada, it's
not pada. It says first ta only. It has the first ta. Galadrakto Vaktrat. So next la the irukum. The Vaktra the nu potruppa. So you break it into two. So Galadrakto Vaktrat it, and then put a comma. Then you put R next to it for the next word, because we're just breaking it. Galadrakto Vaktrat, comma. Apatha Drishibish Shlagita Hatihi. In the Shlagita Hatihi ki minnadu visharga irukum. So put a ish there. So it will become Apatha Drishibish Shlagita Hatihi. So I'll repeat that line again. Galadrakto Vaktrat, comma. apatha drishibish, because you put the ish for the visarga, apatha drishibish shlagita hatihi. Okay, so maha khaya soyam thava charana pata pramatito galadrakto vaktrat apata drishibish shlagita hatihi.
I'll try. Mahakaya soyam tavacharana pata pramatito galadrakto vaktrat apatadrishibish slagita hatihi.
Correct.
Mahakaya soyam tavacharana pata pramatito galadrakto vaktrat apatadrishibish slagita hatihi.
Mahakaya soyam tava charanapata pramatito galadrakto vaktrad apatadrishibish shlagita hatihi. Mahakaya soyam tava charanapata pramatito galadrakto vaktrad apatadrishibish shlagita hatihi.
Right. Next line. Thada twam. No, first of all, there's no pause. Okay. So thada twam uddhama pramadabhara vidyoti hridaya. Okay. Twam uddhama pramadabhara vidyoti hridaya, comma. Muni.
Hridaya kapram visarga irka?
Liye.
Okay.
Hridaya, comma, Munindra Sandrabihi. Munindrahan rukum, so you can put a small s there. So Munindra Sandrabihi, comma. So next one on the Stutibir Anuvan Nadvarat. Anga vandu Suja nanaka, it's double in there. Okay. So Stutibir Anuvan. So you can say Stutibir Anuvan or Stutibir Anuvan, whatever. Stutibir Anuvan Nadvaratanum. Okay, double N there or na. Okay. So Thadha Twam Uddhama Pramadabhara Vidyoti Hridaya Munindra Sandra Bihi Stutibir Anuvan Nadvaratanum.
Tada tvam uddama pramadabara vidyoti hridaya munindra sandra bihi stutibiranuvan tada tvam uddama pramadabara vidyoti hridaya munindra sandra bihi Stutibiranuvan.
Okay, I have. Tada tvam uddama pramada bharat vidyoti hridaya munindra sandra bihi stuti biranuvan bhuvan.
Stutibhir Anuvan Nadvaratanum. So break after Anuvan Nadvaratanum.
Stutibir Anuvan.
English ரெண்டு என்ன இருக்காங்க?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stutibir Anuvan Nadvaratanum.
Stutibir Anuvan Nadvaratanum.
Yeah.
Tada tvam uddama pramada bharavidyoti hridaya munindra sandra bihi stutibira anuvanna nadvaratanam.
So next 9. Tvachit Chandho Romaswapi Kushaganas-chakshushi Ghritam Chatur Hotarungrau Srugapi Vadane Chodaraidha Graha Jihvayam Te Parapurusha Karne Chachamasa Bibo Somho Viryam Bharata Galadeshe Pyupasadaha. So here in this stanza, right, so they're describing kind of the various how the God is like an embodiment of the yajna. So here it says Parapurusha, O infinite Lord, who is omnipresent. Tvachit Chandaha. So some places, you know, like when the last time I looked somewhere, it says Tvai Chandaha, but in rendu bookling Tvachi Chandaha nan potrukku. But it refers to your skin, your Tvachi. I don't know what you guys have in your
any Chando potrukku.
Vachi தான் போட்டு
Tvachi தான் போட்டு
Vachi Chando potrukku.
Chando.
Tvachi Chando.
Chando, yeah. Tvachi Chando. ரெண்டுலயும் அப்படிதான் போட்டுருக்கு.
Yeah, Chando then. Chando only. Yeah. So that is right. Yeah, I was just kind of breaking that word because Chandaha is the meter. So Tvachi Chando is your thing. So no, yeah, that's correct. So and the Chando is referring to the Chandas, right? The meters of the Vedas, how you say that. So the Lord says your skin are the meters of the Vedas. Romasu api Kushaganaha. Romasu is the hair, right? Kushagana is the darbai, the kusha grass, which is the darbai. So it says your hair is the kusha grass, your skin is the Vedic meters. Chakshushi gritam, your eyes are the ghee. So think of the kind of the Vedic, abhishekam pandrathu or the yajna pandrathu, right? So this is describing the various parts that way. So your eyes are the ghee. Chatur hota angro. So in the your feet, the Lord's feet, so there are like 4 main priests in Hinduism who do various things. So he says your feet are the 4 main priests. So here remember he is referring to the Varaha avataram, right? So maybe that's why he's saying your feet and then are the 4 priests, because the bear has, you can call it like, the boar has like 4 feet, right? You can think of it that way. So Chatur hota rongrau, your feet are the 4 sacrificing priests. Srugapi vadane, your face, right, is the sruga. The sruga is in the abhishekam, the yajnam pandradhukku the ladle that you use to go pour the ghee, that is the sruga. So your face is that. Udara ida. Udara is the stomach. Ida is kind of the vessel, the big pot, which is actually used for storing all the offerings. So that is, your stomach is the pot which is used for storing all that. Graha jihvayamti, your tongue is the soma, is the nectar. Karnaucha chamasa. Karnau is the ears, are the chamasas. Chamasas are again vessels in the Navy. The vessel or the small parts, whatever vessels used to consume the abhishekam or the prasadam, is the chamasa. So it is that. And then somo viriam. So he says the viriam, which is the strength, and here the strength is referring more to the masculine strength of the Lord. So the masculine strength of the Lord, the manliness, he says, is equivalent to soma. So, and then the galadeshe upasadaha. So in the neck are what they're calling as upasat. So this upasat is in the main abhishekam alam, ghee alam is one, and then there are secondary things also which you put for abhishekam. So it is that less important, but also equally, important ones, but secondary. And those sacrificial things are your neck, right? So that's what here that describes how. That's when the previous stanza they had a word which represented you are the yajna. So here they're describing how each of those body parts are that. So tvachi chando, comma, romaswapi kushaganaha irundadunaka. If there's a visarga, then put a ish anyways. Some books may have ish already, but next one is chakshushi. So now you can put a ish instead of the visarga. You're saying it together. So romaswapi kushaganash chakshushi gritam, comma, chatur hota rongrau, comma, srugapi vadane chodara ida. Tvachit chando romaswapi kushaganash chakshushi gritam chatur hota rongrau srugapi vadane chodaraida.
Sorry, Rajesh, what's the last line? Chodara ida. Chodara ida.
Chodara ida. IDA.
Chodara ida. Okay. Tvachi chando रोमस्वपि कुशगणश्चक्षुषि घृतं चतुर्होताराङ्ग्रौ
Rongrau.
चतुर्होतारोङ्ग्रौ शृगपि वदने चोदरैडा त्वचिच्छन्दो रोमस्वपि कुशगणश्चक्षुषि घृतं चतुर्होतारोङ्ग्रौ शृगपि वदने चोदरैडा इडा.
त्वचिच्छन्दो रोमस्वपि
Chando from pause question. Pause. Chando.
त्वचिच्छन्दो रोमस्वपि कुशगणश्चक्षुषि घृतं चतुर्होतारोङ्ग्रौ सृगपि वदने चोदरीडा त्वचिच्छन्दो रोमस्वपि कुशगणश्चक्षुषि घृतं चतुर्होतारोङ्ग्रौ सृगपि वदने चोदरीडा
Vadane chodaraida.
वदने चोदरीडा.
Next, graha jihwayam te. Not a full ha, half ha, right? Jihwayam te, comma, parapurusha karnecha chamasa, comma, bibo somo viryam, comma, varada galadeshe yupasadaha. Galadeshe yupasadaha. So, graha jihwayam te parapurusha karne chashamasa bibo somo viryam barada galadeshe yupasadaha.
Rajesh, there's only one comma in this.
No, graha jihwayam te, comma, parapurusha karne chashamasa and bibo somo viryam, comma.
Got it, thanks.
ग्रहा जिह्वायां ते परपुरुषा कर्णे च क्षमसा विभो सोमो वीर्यं वरदगलदेशप्युपसदः
Galadeshepyupasadaha.
गलदेशे प्यु
Galadeshep, so shape yupasadaha. So she varumanga galadeshep yupasadaha.
So galadeshe ippu angiyum ippu varnam next to pyoshadaha
Yupa you pa and the galadeshep is a half pa.
Okay, all right. Graha jivvayam te parapurusha karne cha chamasa vibho somo viryam varadaгаladeshe yupasadaha.
Correct.
ग्रहा जिह्वायां ते परपुरुषकर्णे च चमसा विभो सोमो वीर्यं वरदगलदेशेऽप्युपसदः ग्रहा जिह्वायां ते परपुरुषकर्णे च चमसा विभो सोमो ग्रहा जिह्वायां ते परपुरुषकर्णे च चमसा विभो सोमो वीर्यं वरदगलदेशेऽप्युपसदः.
Right. Last one. Munindrairityadistavana mukarairmoditamanaha mahiyasya murtya bimalatara kirtya cha vilasan swadishnyam sampraptah sukarasa vihari maduripo nirundhya rogam he sakalamapi vathalayapate. So pretty much in this end all the sages, because this and the Hiranyakshan is now pretty much done, right? So all the sages he praises, they sang the hymns, and then eventually the Lord went back to his abode and then settled, Sukha Rasa Vihari. So he was kind of enjoying in his own bliss in Vaikuntham. He's gone back. So Nirundhya Rogame, eradicate all my ailments. Sakalam api, all of that. Vata Layapate, the one who resides in Guruvayur. So that kind of ends the Hiranyakshan. Hiranyakashipu we saw in 24 and 25. That is the Prahlada avatar, right? So it's the first line. Munindrair ityadi stavana mukarair. நான் வந்து என்னோட புக்ல வந்து it says modita manana, but then I made a marking based on how it was taught saying manaha னு போட்டிருக்கு. So I don't know what your books have.
Manaha da irukke.
Manaha. Okay, that's good then. Okay. So Munindrair itya, it's a no pause, okay, but I'm just breaking it. Munindrair ityadi stavana mukarair modita manaha, comma mahi yasya murtya, comma bimalatara kirtya cha vilasan. Munindrair ityadistavana mukarair modita manaha mahi yasya murtya bimalatara kirtya cha vilasan.
मुनीन्द्रैरित्यादिस्तवन मुकरैर्मोदितमनाः महीयस्या मूर्त्या विमलतरकीर्त्या च विलसन् मुनीन्द्रैरित्यादिस्तवन मुकरैर्मोदितमनाः महीयस्या मूर्त्या विमलतरकीर्त्या च विलसन्
मुनीन्द्रैरित्यादिस्तवनमुकरैर्मोदितमना महीयस्या मूर्त्या विमलतरकीर्त्या च विलसन् मुनीन्द्रैरित्यादिस्तवनमुकरैर्मोदितमनाः महीयस्या मूर्त्या विमलतरकीर्त्या च विलसन्
Swadishnyam sampraptaha, comma sukha rasa bihari maduripo nirundya rogam me, comma sakalamapi vatalayapate. So in the sampraptaha kapram comma rogam me kapram comma. Swadishnyam sampraptaha sukha rasa bihari maduripo nirundya rogam me Sakalamapi vatalayapate.
स्वदिष्ण्यां सम्प्राप्तः स्वदिष्ण्यं सम्प्राप्तः सुकरसविहारी मधुरिपो निरुन्द्यारोगं मे सकलमपि वातालयपते स्वदिष्ण्यं सम्प्राप्तः सुकरसविहारी मधुरिपो निरुन्द्यारोगं मे सकलमपि वातालयपते
स्वदिष्ण्यां सम्प्राप्तः सुकरसविहरी मधुरिपो स्वदिष्ण्यं सम्प्राप्तः सुकरसविहारी मधुरिपो निरुन्द्यारोगं मे सकलमपि वातालयपते.
And then you have to stop there.
स्वदिष्ण्यं सम्प्राप्तः सुकरसविहरी विहारी मधुरिपो निरुन्द्यारोगं मे सकलमपि वातालयपते.
So that completes this chapter.
Rajesh, just to confirm on the last line, the rogam me kapra or pause irukku illaya?
Rogam me, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Sandrananda named it. Sandranandhavabodhatmakamανupamidam kaladeshavadebhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashatasahasrena nirbhasyamanam aspashtam drishtahatre punarurupurushartatmakam brahmatattvam tattavadbhadi sakshat gurupavanapure hanta bhagyam jananam कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. Okay.
Thanks, Rajesh.
Guys.
Thank
So
you, Rajesh.
I'll check on that hand versus leg and let you guys know what it is. Okay.
அவர் காலால அடிச்சாரா கையால அடிச்சாரான்னு சொல்லுங்க எங்களுக்கு.
But either way, like Amul said, it's like it's a bore. So it is like, it's, you know, you can call it 2 hands and 2 feet or 4 feet. You know, I think it's the same thing. Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Rajesh.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Rajesh.
Bye.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.